Everybody, welcome to this week's edition of the Bridge the Gap YouTube channel, Bridge the Gap DFS YouTube channel. Forgot the name of my own channel. Coming to you guys live from Austin. So this will be our first one here in Texas. So wanted to talk about satellites. I get a handful of questions from folks about satellites. What are they? I think there's a misconception about them. I think some people are scared of them. So we're just going to cover them. They're a big part of my process, and we're gonna get into it. So this session is called "We're Talking About Practice: How to Take Your Shot Without Breaking the Bank, Leveraging Satellites and DraftKings Crowns to Grow Your Bankroll." I left that off. Taking a look at some of the videos we've done over the last couple of weeks. Got a handful of new subscribers. Welcome. Appreciate everyone being here. If you've missed anything, we've done a handful of stuff covering MLB, taking a look at how to attack 20 maxes in our contest selection. Also took a look at the new Fantasy Cruncher Pro and the importance of sample size last week in our Shoot or Shoot video. So everyone, thank you that stopped by to check this out. I'm getting a ton of great feedback, and all this is for you guys, so I really appreciate you guys making the time to help the channel grow. Added this new section. I'm not going to do the like and subscribe stuff anymore. I mean, this is YouTube. It's been around for 20 years. It feels like that anyway. So I always appreciate that. But you guys aren't idiots. You guys are smart. So like it if you like it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. But we're not going to put that in here anymore. You guys know what to do. But I do want to add this announcement section to just cover some of the things that we've added. We're growing. I'm getting a great response, and I love talking about this. I love working with you guys. So the first thing that we've added is coaching, one-on-one with you guys. You guys can have me for an hour. I'm going to do one of these a day. It's totally free. I'm not going to ask you for anything. I'm not going to ask for you to, say nice things. Hey, if you want to give me a shout out on Twitter about your experience, that's awesome. But it's 100% for you guys. I think it's very easy to want to get better, but to be afraid to ask questions, either in a public forum or in a chat somewhere. You don't want to get ridiculed. And hey, I get that. I think that our society's gotten a little carried away with safe spaces, but it's literally like it's a safe space. Like you can ask me anything. Like I won't laugh at you. I won't make you feel foolish. It's 100% to just keep empowering you guys so that DFS can continue to grow. Had a meeting today about getting a podcast off the ground. I'm going to be doing a Joe Rogan style deep dive podcast, getting to know some of the folks in DFS that you don't know. I mean, some of them you might know, but I really want to focus on, I think it's important to encourage you guys. I started out 4 years ago, less than $100 in my account, and here we are, started at the bottom, now we're here. And there's other guys that are doing it. And I want to introduce those guys to you to the best of my ability, give you guys a peek behind the curtain of their DFS world, just to encourage you. The game is still beatable. It is growing. Now is the time to invest your time into it. Got a couple of people asking me about, hey, you're going to do any t-shirts? I might. If you guys think that's a good idea, hit me up. So yeah, send me, if you're interested in the coaching, hit me up. If you have guests that you want to see on the podcast, in the DFS community, hit me up. We're going to launching with our boy Manny. Very excited to talk to him. This will be the first chance that I've ever got to talk to him one-on-one, and I couldn't think of any better guest to have than him, as he's done more than anyone for me in my DFS career. Upcoming content schedule. Today we'll cover satellites. Next week we'll do an intro crash course on playing CFL. I know a lot of you guys love playing football, and CFL is a great primer warm up for that, and to itch that bug of football season while we wait for the NFL to roll around. We'll be doing a SaberSim deep dive. I had a great conference call with Andy and Matt over at SaberSim, so we're gonna go over their product. I think you guys will really like that one, especially the busier players. 626 is open at the moment. I have an idea of something that I want to cover, but I'm going to leave that open for you guys based off of the suggestions that you have. So we'll go ahead and get into satellites. It's a great way to grow your bankroll, but I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want to show you guys. I'm very big on, don't show me, or don't tell me, show me. So that's what we're going to do. And what brought all of this about was last week, DraftKings ran their Millionaire Maker for the NBA Finals Game 1, and I was able to max it. I had 150 entries into this. It was a $25 entry contest, and I posted a screenshot, and it looks like I lost $2,500, but that's not the case at all because I'm in this tournament for 150 entries that I won playing satellites at the 10 cent, 25 cent, $1, $2, $4. I don't think they went up to $5. Maybe they did, but I got into this tournament for a pretty significant discount. I think maybe I spent $900 in cash over the course of basically 2 months to max this out. So this looks like just this one tournament, like I took a $2,300 loss. And yeah, I would have loved to have just break even with my ticket equity into cash equity, but I wasn't able to do that. But I only really spent $900 to be in this tournament, so profit of almost $500. So that's how you can get better. That's how you can start looking for every single edge and exploiting some of the stakes that are out there. A lot of the satellites that I won, they're overlaying, and what that means is they're not filling. So you might be in a contest that's going to pay out, let's say 10 tickets to the top 10 finishers, and it's allocated for 250 people, but maybe it only fills up 180. Well, all of a sudden, that's, about a fourth of the player pool that's not even going to compete against. So it's a great way that you can get in on these tournaments at a discount, and you're competing at against a much smaller field. You'll see some tournaments that they'll be like $5 to enter, and you're going to see this coming up with NFL for the Minimax. So all of you football lovers out there that I said the Minimax, I meant the Millionaire Maker. So anybody that loves playing the Millionaire Maker but doesn't have the bankroll to do so, be on the look for some of this stuff. They'll have tournaments where it's like 12 people competing for a $20 ticket, and they're going to pay out like the top 4, and then it doesn't fill, and there's only like 8 people in the tournament. So like, it just became a 50-50 at that point. There's 8 people in this tournament, and you need to beat out 4 of them to get a ticket. That's pretty much the same thing as a double up. So it's very advantageous for us to hang out in the lobby to find these types of opportunities for us to exploit. So that's just an intro of what we're going to be getting into, and I hope you guys are excited about this one because I definitely think it's a piece of DFS, especially at DraftKings, that most people are completely ignoring, or they don't understand it, so they avoid it. So we're going to dig into it. We're going to go deep, and I hope you guys are going to be excited once we get to the end of our video series this week.